Saturday, September 28th, UFC Paris, Episode 5 of Guero Logo Podcast. And contrary to what I told you in the last episode, this is not an Apex card. This is your reliably unreliable source for UFC news. Probably every video I'm going to tell you something incorrect, and maybe I fix it in the next, maybe I don't. I don't know. Either way, what we have today is a UFC fucking fight night card. It is 9:30 local time where I'm at. No clue what that means in Paris. Honestly, I don't care either. Okay? So, in about 26 minutes, this event is going to start. And I was shitting on the event because it's an Apex card. But seeing that it's not an Apex card, we are going to take place, we're going to take part, and we're going to take this opportunity to make a fucking pod. Because all week I have not made one. Because I don't give a fuck about Apex cards. Even if it was freaking Max Holloway, Ilia Topuria, if they're fighting at the Apex, it makes it hard for me to give a fuck, alright? But, nevertheless, this is a live event, UFC Paris. Let's fucking go. Actually, a fucking halfway decent card. Especially now that it's a live event. And even more so that it's at 10 a.m. in the morning, alright? There is no 10 a.m. at night, but I just wanted to specify that it is 10 a.m. in the morning. So let's get right into it. Let's go ahead. We're going to break down this card from whatever I care about, whatever fights I do care about. And then, as the fights go on, I'm going to be checking back in with you. This is going to be a little different style of a pod. That's only because I've been very lazy this week. Practically every day after I train, my body is probably minutes away from just shutting down and telling me to go fuck myself. So, between that and pretty much just that, that's why there's no video this week. But I got you fuckers, dude. We're going live on a Saturday, bro. This fucking pod will be out immediately after the fights are done. I promise. And my editor also promises. Still not getting a raise. Calm down. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, guys. There's a lot of fights on here that I just don't know who the fuck anyone is. And if I do know who they are, I don't know enough to comment on how this fight's gonna go. But I will be here reacting to the fights. But geez, dude. Here's one. Roosevelt Roberts. I'm not a big fan of Tough. I don't normally watch Tough. But of course, McGregor Chandler season, I watched that. Roosevelt Roberts was on there. He was on Michael Chandler's team. And he won his first fight on there, lost his second fight, I believe. He even had to cut his hair to make weight on one of those, which is, you know. But I've seen him fight in the UFC probably 3 times since then. And he has lost every single one, I believe. I don't know what it is they're pushing this kid. He's going to end up being the worst ever UFC fighter. Sorry, not sorry. But I'm just calling out what I see as I fucking see it. Alright? Also on the card, we got Ion Cutelaba. He always comes out all fucking craziness. Fucking screaming in people's faces, painted green like the Hulk. I don't know who he's fighting. I don't know. On the opening bout of the main card, we have Matt Frevola, the steamroller Frevola, against Fares Ziam. Don't know who the fuck that is, but let's go fucking Matt Frevola. This is actually the first fucking card in like 5 cards that Frevola is not on a pay-per-view numbered event. So we'll see what he can do, see if he can put on something viral and get back to these pay-per-view cards. Let's see what else we got. Brian Battle's fighting tonight. This should be a sleeper, bro. Kevin Jousset and Brian Battle. I'm going to call it now. If BSD Renato doesn't get fight of the night, I believe this fight will get fight of the night. And I always love welterweight bouts because that's my weight class. I love to see how the fellow contenders perform at the same weight class as me. Kind of gives me a judgment of where I'm at. Let's see what else we got here. And the co-main event, we have Nasruddin Imavov versus Brendan Allen. I'll go ahead and make a pick on these co-main and main. I think that Brendan Allen's on a hot streak. Brendan Allen is number 8. Imavov is number 4 at middleweight. Imavov obviously fighting in front of his own home crowd. He's from France, and it is UFC Paris. So, Imavov going to have the home crowd advantage, if there is such a thing. Brendan Allen is what, 5 or 6 wins deep? Like, all finishes, I believe. Imavov just got a finish over Cannonier, but that was an early stoppage. There was no controversy around it. It was just an early stoppage. It wasn't, maybe it was an early stoppage. So, feel bad for Jared Cannonier in that. I believe Jared Cannonier was going to put it on this guy, but due to the early stoppage, that was your result. I'm going to pick Brendan Allen on this. I think that he's going to be able to get it to the ground and get a sub finish. I don't know what round. This is a 3-rounder. It should be, right? Needless to say, I believe it's a 3-rounder, but I also thought this was a fucking UFC Apex card. So don't go by what I fucking say. Go do your own fucking research. I'm going to go Brendan Allen. And I'm going to go sub, okay? In your main event, we have Renato Money Moicano versus Benoit Saint-Denis. You like how I say that? Benoit Saint-Denis. I believe that's how you fucking say it in French. But I don't fucking speak French. I speak oui. Oui, Benoit Saint-Denis. Okay? So, my editor's staring at me like I'm a fucking moron right now. Just for trying to be culturally appropriate, okay? So, I just can't help but think that Moicano needs money, okay? How can you lose if you can't afford to lose? And we've heard Moicano say that he cannot afford to lose. I'm not sure how this bout's gonna go, but I'm fucking pulling hard for Moicano because I need to hear this guy on the microphone after. Literally, I don't care about Moicano fights. I care about Moicano post-fight interviews, okay? This guy is fucking hilarious. With his fucking broken English, Portuguese accent, speaking about the fucking First Amendment and the fucking how he wants to be a fucking SWAT officer and kill bad guys. Bro, that is fucking awesome, dude. Most motherfuckers, they come to America and then they want to just act like they still live in fucking Chile or some shit. They come and they got their fucking Argentina flags, they got their fucking Portuguese flags and their Brazilian flags. And they come to America and they fly that shit. Motherfucker, how stupid would I look if I moved to Cuba with an American flag? How fucking dumb would that look? Pretty fucking stupid, right? So, if that looks stupid, imagine the reversed roles. You come from Cuba to America, you fly Cuban flag. How fucking dumb is that, bro? But Moicano on the other hand, has it down pat. He came to America to be a fucking American. Whoa! Whoa! Now, you guys get this all fucked up. You guys think that being an American is a race. You think that my ass, I'm American just because I'm some fucking white guy with blue eyes. That's not what the fuck it is, bro. Being an American is living in America, becoming a citizen the correct way of America. And Moicano has got that figured out, and he loves America. And that's why we love Moicano. everybody else with your flags from somewhere else, but you come here and then you try to make it like where you came from. Make that make sense to me? Yeah, it doesn't. So I'm just gonna leave it at that, and we're gonna go fucking Moicano by decision. I believe that is how we're gonna do it. Benoit coming off a loss, a knockout loss to Dustin Poirier, in which what I would say dominated that first round in that fight. He really put it on Dustin, and he also had staph. So I don't know if maybe the antibiotics after that first 5 minutes, he was just, that's all he had in him, and he let his guard down, and Dustin can crack like anybody else. Dustin can still crack like he's 23 years old. It's ridiculous. Dustin is slowed down, not significantly, but he's slowed down a bit with age, and that's just what happens. But yet he can still crack like a nutcracker. Do you know what I'm saying? So, Benoit, don't get upset about getting knocked out by Dustin Poirier. There's been a lot of, dude, Justin Gaethje, Eddie Alvarez, who else? Dan Hooker went the full distance. Bro, Conor McGregor. Okay, you get put into that category after getting knocked out by Dustin Poirier. So there's nothing to fucking hang your head on. But maybe he's going to come back on a tear. Maybe he's pissed off that he lost and he feels like he's got something to fucking prove. And he comes out here and he just smokes Money Moicano. And Money Moicano does not get his fucking money. But even if Moicano loses, maybe he can get a performance of the night bonus so that he does get his money. Because Moicano needs money, all right? I also need money. So, this is what I'm going to propose to you. If you guys have someone that you don't like, you can pay me, and I will come on my platform here, and I will shit talk them until they fucking go into hiding and do not come back out. For a small fee, I will do that for you. But that's only because this channel, like Moicano, needs money. Okay? We love America and we need money. We're literally, this channel could be called Renato Moicano because we love America and we need money. Okay? So, I'm going to be coming back and forth to you guys between the fights, letting you know how the fight was, if I liked it, if I disliked it, if I thought I could beat both the people in the fight. Okay? But needless to say, we will be here with you all day through this event. We'll post this immediately after, and you guys can rack up those views. Hopefully, I can get more than 8 views on this video. If I get more than 8 views, I'll be quite ecstatic. So, let's fucking run it up, guys. Guero out. I'll see you after the first fight. Interesting start to the night, the day, the night, whatever it is. Chris Duncan and Oki come out and they start fast-paced for the first 4 minutes of the first round. Oki was definitely getting the better of Duncan on the feet, landing a lot harder and a lot more strikes. But they ended up on the ground. Duncan locked in a guillotine from underneath, and the attention to details was a little sloppy. He had his arm way out here. He should have had it closer here. He could have been pulling down with his hips. But needless to say, Oki's head pops out of the choke, and Duncan goes to start hitting him from underneath, and then they realize that Oki's out. Duncan yells at the ref saying he's out, he's out. They stop the fight. First fight of the night, done within 1 round. Let's fucking go. Just watched the second fight of the night between the 2 ladies of whose names I don't care about. And even if I did know them, I wouldn't tell you. But Coronel, I think is her name, the French gal. The fight was just ruled a split decision, which is totally absurd. And if that's how this night's gonna go, just giving all these French fighters rounds, then we're in for a fucking hell of a fucking night with the judging. That was a horrible contest. Coronel looked like she could barely hold her hands up in the second round. She was just going for random spinning attacks, and the other gal had her hurt like 4 times and couldn't finish her. I mean, bro, there was one time where she had her hurt in the corner and her hands, they weren't here. They were here just covering up her head. Bro, kick her in the fucking gut, dude. I mean, there was no urgency to finish that fight by either fighter. And how that was scored a split decision, meaning they thought that in some fucking parallel universe that Cornell won that fight. Well, we might be in for one hell of a day with the judges. That was fucking crazy. We'll see how this next one goes. Just finished up with Altamirano and Paris. It says Paris, but it's from Spain, so it's Paris. Just a little cultural appropriation for you. Paris just got the I hope it was a unanimous decision. It should have been. There in that very last round, in the last 10 seconds, he had a massive knockdown, couldn't capitalize on it. And on the first round, he had another massive knockdown, which I thought he messed up and followed Altamirano to the ground. If you hurt somebody that bad, call them back to their feet. I get it, if you jump on them right away, but if you don't get to finish, like if nothing starts to happen in that first 5 seconds, get back to your feet. You guys got me here screaming at my television to stand the fuck up because, bro, if they're hurt that bad, you're just letting them recover while you're with them on the ground. Call their fucking wobbled ass back up and finish that with another strike. Not to mention, what's better? A fucking clean walk-off knockout or ground and pound someone? I mean, it's only helping you. I'm only trying to help you. Anyway, pretty good contest. Always love watching the flyweights just freaking scramble around like a bunch of freaking gophers. But on to the next. Guero out. Just finished up Lapilus and Morales. It was a 3-round ass whipping from Lapilus. Beautiful, beautiful striking on display from the elbows to the knees. Tremendous striking from Lapilus. Morales showed a lot of fucking heart just by not stopping. He really wanted the takedown the whole time. I think he got it twice, maybe 3 times. But Lapilus just popped right back up every time. Didn't have him down for longer than probably 15 seconds at any one time. And Lapilus, your winner by unanimous decision. Beautiful, beautiful performance by Lapilus. Next fight. Just finished up Roberts versus Klein. They had Roberts at a plus 1,000 underdog. I don't know if Klein was maybe overrated or Roberts was underrated, but that was not a plus 1,000 type of fight. Roberts hung in there with him the whole time. Clearly he wasn't winning, but there was nowhere where he should have been a plus 1,000. Roberts has kind of had like just a shitty hand dealt to him with this whole career, as far as like always being on the cusp of being in the UFC, and they'll only call him when they need like a short notice replacement. I think they said it was 2 weeks here. Overall, not a fucking great fight, not a horrible fight, just another fight. That's kind of the theme of the night here. We'll see if we can get some crazy shit popping in the next couple fights. Nothing's been too crazy tonight. A couple knockdowns. We had a freaking early sub, but nothing that's got me to stand up off the couch yet. So hopefully in these next fights we can do that, because I need to exercise my legs. But if they're just going to keep fighting like this, I'm just going to keep laying the fuck down. So we shall see what is in store for us. Another fight down. Another decision in the books between C and Jung. It was a somewhat exciting fight at little glimpses of excitement at moments of the fight, but another decision in the books. Hopefully this does not turn into the trend of the day. But like I said in the previous clip, on to the next. Kutelaba and Urslan, I believe, now in the books. I'll tell you who didn't win. The fans and myself. All night. Decision, 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 decision. Not off to a fucking great start, but the main card is up soon, and we're going to get Brian Battle and Kevin Dressett. Fuck. Anyway, I believe Kutelaba won. They're calling the decision now. This guy's trying to get his shirt on. So we'll see here in about 30 seconds. With the decision win, yeah, I don't know what to say in this video, guys. It's just a lot of decisions. I don't have a lot of fucking subject matter to talk about. So don't blame me, blame these fuckers who cannot finish a fight. What the fuck? Hold on, I'm watching the replay right now. So Ziam has him in the back. He tries to turn around and just a standing knee, so clean to his jaw, follows it up with a 1-2. Oh my goodness. Now I know that I said Bryan Battle was up next. Always get something incorrect here on El Guero Loco. It was in fact Matt Frevola versus Ziam, and Ziam tagged Frevola the entire fight. Oh my gosh, bro. Dude, it is so fucking nasty. Fucking performance of the night, I guarantee he's gonna scoop that up. Oh my goodness. Frevola was just kind of running at him all night with looping shots, and Ziam was able to really use his length and just really tag him up from a distance. Both guys came forward at some points in the fight. That was disgusting. That fucking knockout. That was made me fucking smile. As you can see in the previous clips, I looked pretty bored, but now I'm having a good time. So, like I always say, on to the next. Main card, finally fucking some action. All smiles with these two first fights of the main card. Charrier just viciously knocks out fucking Miranda. They were breaking the clinch. He turns around, catches him clean. He's got a fucking really sick tattoo on his back. It's like a monkey with a bucket hat. I don't know. It's pretty inspirational. But yeah, so far so good. Main card, UFC Paris, showing the fuck up. Finally. Bryan Battle with the fucking fight of the night. Comeback from behind, knockout win. I would say Giuseppe definitely won that first round pretty decisively. Rocked Battle when he did catch him. Battle was really intent on looking on that takedown in round 1. In round 2, he decided to just stand there and bang. And he got the job done. That's 3 for 3 knockouts on the main card, UFC Paris. I'm fucking loving it. Thank you, Paris. These are fucking phenomenal. That is UFC Paris Fight Night. In the books, the last 2 contests were Brendan Allen taking on Imavov. And in round 1, Brendan Allen right away catches that takedown 30 seconds in. And you could tell that was a slip because the rest of the fight, Brendan Allen was just shooting. And Imavov had beautiful takedown defense. I don't know. Herb was the judge on that one, and he was complaining about Merab not working. And yet Brendan laid there for 4.5 minutes and did absolutely fuck all. So, bit of a weird one as far as Herb being involved and not being involved. Kind of setting different standards. But Imavov, beautiful performance, did exactly what he needed to. Called for the belt. I feel like he should have called for, I don't know, somebody just before the belt. Rob's got the fight with Chimaev actually. Adesanya or call Strickland, maybe Costa. Get one more and then call for the belt. And then Money Moicano and Benoit. With the doctor stoppage, Moicano had just done so much damage to that eye of Benoit that it sealed shut. They called the doctor in. Goddard and the doctor decided together that the fight should no longer continue. Therefore, giving Moicano the money that he was here to get. He said he was coming to pull a heist in France and dip. So that is what he did. And typical post-fight interview from Moicano talking about this and then that and then this, and it's all over the place, but it's all fucking cool shit. So yeah, pretty good fight tonight. Pretty good fights tonight. Prelims were fucking boring as all hell. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even the exciting fights I found somewhat boring. But the main card showed up, showed out. The main event and co-main was okay. Main event, doctor stoppage. Nobody wants to win like that, but it was justified. I don't have a problem with that doctor stoppage. This guy's face was pretty busted up. So, overall, halfway good fight. Halfway good night of fights. And next week is Pereira versus Roundtree. Maybe I'll get a video out this week previewing that. Hopefully, I'll fucking try my hardest, dude. I'm fucking killing myself training for this fight. Every day, I wake up and my body just kills, dude. And it's all I can do to just try to recover. Let alone if I was to get on here and make a video when I'm feeling like that, this is probably already difficult enough to watch. That would be even worse. So we'll try not to do that to you. That being said, on to the next one. Guedo fucking out.